you know what? I'm tired of being in
Yeah.
this relationship.
Yeah.
And you go, what? And,
Are
and
you
you really get
kidding me?
blindsided.
Yeah.
So, but stages of grief after a breakup.
After a breakup.
Okay. There are 5 stages.
Okay.
All right. The first one is denial. Then there's anger, bargaining,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, depression,
Uh-huh.
and acceptance.
Okay.
All right. So we have the 5. So,
So
now
anger.
anger.
So let's just say Bobby Sue broke up with whom?
Yeah.
With Billy Joe.
Billy Bob.
Bobby Sue.
Billy Bob.
Yeah, Bobby Sue broke up with Billy,
Billy Bob.
And
All right.
Bobby Sue was just in love and love and love. Billy Bob done broke her heart. So he was like, you know what? I don't want you no more. There's, there's who?
What?
There's Mary J.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Mary J. I'm going after. I don't want you no more.
Right.
So
the anger is the
there's-
first stage.
yeah, there's anger,
And it's
yeah.
normal to be angry at your former partner. So that's
Yes.
normal.
But there are stages of anger too.
Right.
And when we say angry, we mean emotional anger. We don't want you to go slashing tires and
Right.
shooting up people.
The
That's
next
not what
line.
we're talking about.
It's important in this phase not to make any rash decisions
Uh-huh.
that you may later regret.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
And some people do. I mean, they do things like
Like
you know,
waiting to exhale, like burning his clothes in the front yard.
throwing your
Now
stuff
you can
out
do
the
that
second
if it's
story
okay,
window.
wait, no, because look, if it's your property, let me stop. If it's your property and you have like leaves and stuff you want to burn, and let me stop. You may dump all his stuff in the barrel and burn it. No,
But-
I'm kidding. I'm joking. Do not do that.
No, but that anger in the beginning does cause some people to do things that
Yeah.
they should not do.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? That movie, Waiting to Exhale, I love it, I love it, I love it. And if you haven't seen it, rent it because it is good. But go ahead.
Okay.
Anger, first
Anger,
stage.
first one.
Okay.
The second one is bargaining.
Okay.
All right. Trying to befriend an ex.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst
Especially-
ever.
Right.
That's
Especially
the worst
soon
ever.
after a breakup
Uh-huh.
will only keep the pain of the heartbreak fresh.
Baby, please, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, baby. Come back to me. I love you. It wasn't me. She means nothing to me. Or he means nothing to me.
Right.
Baby, please. No.
So it says
no.
salvage your pride by
Yes.
starting anew without your ex. Okay?
And
So-
the ex is in front of boyfriend or girlfriend or
ex. It's not-
husband
yeah.
or wife for a
Absolutely.
reason. They're
Absolutely.
your ex.
Right.
You want to leave them alone. Leave them behind.
But don't you-
I'm sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. What I hate most is that after a breakup, you keep calling and calling and calling that person. How you doing? Da-da-da-da. No.
Right.
Leave them alone. You know why? Because I don't think it's fair for, if you're in a current relationship with somebody, let's just say if I have a boyfriend now, okay? I don't want my ex-boyfriends calling me. How's that gonna make my current boyfriend feel?
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Why
And not only
are
that-
your exes still calling you?
And don't call your ex's friends either. to
Don't do
find
that.
out
Don't-
what's
no,
your
don't do
ex
that.
is
Just leave it
doing.
alone. Leave it alone.
Let it go.
There are so
Let it
many
go.
other fish
And
in the
and it's
sea.
hard in the beginning because you try to get back a little bit. I think it's hard to just have a complete just break. That's it. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
that's
See you later.
that's my style.
You know.
That's my style. Don't call me, don't talk to me, don't email me. Don't call my mama.
Yeah. There you go.
Just
Call my friends.
Don't call my friends.
Yeah.
We're
But I-
done.
and
We're
I
done
think-
for a reason.
And people try that.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
do. You
Well,
know,
that's
they-
my advice. That's in my opinion.
Right.
Leave it alone.
Right.
Leave that
And that's
alone.
if you are the.
I don't
breaker.
care if you're the breaker or the breakee. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be more hurt if you're the breakee, but
Right.
I'm saying, leave it
But-
alone. All right, next stage.
But I think it's easier for the breaker.
Of course, yeah, of course it
you
is.
know,
Of course
because
it is.
they're the ones who initiate it.
Yes.
And say that's it. I don't
Yes.
want it. I'm going. Don't
Right.
bother me anymore.
Right.
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. Depression.
Oh.
All right. It's normal to be sad.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in your grieving, you come to terms with the fact that the situation is not going to change. So when you get to that stage,
Mm-hmm. Right.
then the depression sets in.
Well-
Oh my God, I'm alone. you know.
I know, but I don't like when they use the word depression so nonchalantly, because there's a difference between being sad and being clinically depressed.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
and being sad after a breakup, and we're not talking about death of a loved one now. We're talking about just breaking up with a relationship. Being sad, that's normal. That's
Yes.
absolutely normal. But
Yes.
being depressed, that's something completely different. Okay, so we're not talking about real depression here.
And during
Okay.
this stage, you should resist the temptation to turn to drugs, alcohol, or food. Those
Yeah.
habits can be destructive.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
don't want to turn to food, ladies, because
No.
you know you get all, ballooned up. You can't get you another man. Even though there are some that like the big girls. And big girls are lovely and wonderful. And they are. But in regards to what Paul just said, I think I've just stuck my foot in my mouth. But in
But you
regards
don't
to
wanna-
what Paul
right.
just said
You
about
don't wanna do anything
emotional
into
eating.
excess,
And
right.
Oprah talks about this a lot, emotional eating.
Right.
It's not good. It's not good.
Right.
I think I just stuck my foot in my
And
mouth.
well,
but-
some people gain weight because of that. Not just women.
Or
men too.
lose. Or lose,
weight.
because you don't want to be too skinny either.
Right.
That's not good.
Right.
Okay.
So you should, during this phase of depression, you should eat well, sleep well,
Yes.
and exercise.
Yes.
So that's, that's important. And I think if you do that, if you exercise, maybe, that's the time.
Right.
Join a gym, do something, get
Right.
out, see other people. It's tough, you shouldn't, to me anyway, you shouldn't stay around home alone because
Yeah,
that makes
not
it
good.
worse.
Not good.
That makes
Not
it
good.
worse. Even if you go out shopping,
Well,
that won't
we
hurt.
don't want, we're not saying to go out because you could overdo.
Well,
you could overdo.
I don't say
anything.
buy. I didn't say buy. I
Yes,
said go out
you could
shopping.
overdo anything in that stage,
Window
whether it's
shopping.
window
Window
shopping. That's
shopping.
good. Whether it's shopping, because you could become
Mm-hmm.
compulsive a little bit, and also you could be a date every Tom, Dick, and Harry just to numb your feelings
Yeah, but
because of
that's-
that bad breakup. That's bad. We don't want
Right.
you to do that either. Okay.
Right.
We don't want you to overdo anything. Okay.
And it's tough, I think, that, and people realize this, and men and women both, they don't really want to date somebody that's kind of on the rebound, so to speak. That's
Oh,
just
that is
broke
bad.
up.
That
Yeah,
is so bad to get into a relationship with somebody who has not, who is emotionally unavailable, and that's a term that I like to use.
Emotionally
unavailable. And folks like that either just getting from a breakup or a divorce or something like that, and they are not ready, to give themselves to you fully because they're
Right.
still thinking about their ex. Not a good idea.
And they're using you probably just to fill
just
the void.
just to fill a void and to get over, to get over the ex.
Right.
Yeah.
So, not good.
Not good at all.
But that
Not good
doesn't
at all.
mean, again, that if you've just broken up, that you shouldn't join a gym or you shouldn't maybe take cooking classes or do something. Go somewhere to take your mind off of it, where
Yes.
you meet other people.
Yes,
Doesn't mean you have to
absolutely.
date other people right away, but get out there, meet other people,
Yeah.
different personalities.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And in
It's
regards to the
helpful.
term dating too, I always have to jump in there.
Right.
We're not saying not to go out there with people. We're saying not to get into another serious relationship right away. So if you want to go to the
Exactly.
movies, go to dinner with somebody, that's all good after a breakup. But just don't try to, find Mr. Right, the next guy you see, Mr. Right now, trying to turn him into your baby daddy. Because
Yeah.
that's not good, okay? That's not
And
good.
people, adults, humans, not adults, but people in general,
Right.
need to interact with
Yes,
other people.
yes,
It's
yes,
important
yes.
that you interact with other
Yes,
people.
absolutely.
You should not just go back to your apartment, lock yourself in there, stay in
Don't
there.
do what I do, want to live on the moon somewhere with no interaction with other people.
You just
I
wanna
don't want
escape the
people
situation.
doing fireworks midnight. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear that.
Happens.
I don't want to hear loud motorcycles. Oh, I don't want to hear loud kids playing. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. Let's move on. Let's move on. So after your saddened state,
All
what's
right.
next?
We did denial, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this is
again,
the
this
last
is
one.
after-
This is
this is after a
acceptance. This is the
breakup,
fifth one.
okay?
Okay. All right. This is acceptance. This is the last
Yeah.
one.
So in order again, what were they?
They were denial, anger,
bargaining,
depression,
and
acceptance.
now acceptance.
So
Finally,
you're
after
past
all that.
all that, you're out
Finally,
of the depression
after all
stage.
that.
Right. In the final stage of grief, after a breakup,
Uh-huh.
you will begin to piece together what happened, accept the breakup, and acknowledge the part that you played in.
Yes.
So that's
Yes,
the
yes,
acceptance part.
Yes.
And once you do that, then you're able to move on.
And you're like,
And
"Ooh,
hopefully you
I
will
feel
be-
grown up.
you will be
You're like-
smarter
exactly,
in the next
smarter
relationship.
in the next relationship. And I think that after you've done the whole acceptance part, you just feel empowered.
Right.
I think one would feel empowered that they're able to say, you know what, I'm good. I'm
Right.
good. I'm done with that. I'm good.
Yeah.
Um,
And not to beat yourself up over it.
yeah,
Even
absolutely.
even if you were the breaky.
The breaky.
Yeah.
Right.
But, and it's good not to beat yourself up over something
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
and go out and
yeah.
start again.
But you know what?
But
too?
again, it takes time.
It takes time.
Same thing like with a death.
Okay.
You have to have, we don't know what's the time frame. Everybody's different.
That's what I was just about to say, because
Yes.
people always ask me, well, how long after a breakup, do you need to wait, or how long after, somebody dies,
Right.
Do you need to wait to start dating again? And you just answered the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is different.
Everyone is different. It all depends. It all depends on what type of relationship you had in the first place.
Right.
Okay. If you were married with somebody for 25 years and you've got, probably little kids and stuff like that, that should take longer, I think, probably a year or even 2 years, especially if you have younger kids involved. Why?
Right.
Why do you think that is?
If you have younger kids involved?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you want to introduce
You
someone else
don't.
into the
You
relationship.
don't. You
right.
do not. You do
with
not
the
want
kids.
to, have a revolving door of men or women
Right.
in your house, especially when you have minor children. So
Right.
that's just a rule you should abide by.
Yes, and I think it's good that if you get a babysitter, go out and if you meet someone, if you're dating
Yeah.
someone after a certain amount of
Right.
time, and then wait and see how the relationship
Yes,
works out. It's
yes,
not like, I
yes.
went out on one date, second date, come
Come
on
over to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right.
It shouldn't be like
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. Get a
You know.
babysitter and
Take your
go,
time.
Go out with your little honey thing
that. Take
or
your
whatever.
time.
And
But I think we talked about this too. It's a rebound thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
And you're used to being in a relationship. You're used to having someone else in the house.
Yep.
Another adult with you in the
Right.
house. So I think you may be. Some people too quickly to invite them
yes.
over.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
All right. Yay.
Yay. Now,
Yay to breakups. No. Okay. So again, we can't tell you a time frame, but my rule of thumb,
Yeah.
and I think I said that this a couple shows ago.
Yes.
For every, you should do like a cleanse, a relationship cleanse. For every 6 months in a relationship, I say it's 30 days. Equates to 30 days of not dated or not, date yourself. Date yourself, that's it. Don't go out on any dates, whatever. And if you're with somebody for a year, 60 days.
right.
Cleanse yourself.
That doesn't mean that you don't go out. You don't.
It means you don't get involved in this.
Right.
This is Mama's rules right here. It means
Yeah.
you don't get involved in another relationship, okay? Another exclusive relationship.
Right.
That's my rules. So
That's your
again,
rule.
yeah, 6
But
months.
find something to do in
Yeah,
that time.
6 months with somebody. You want to cleanse yourself for 30 days. All
You
right, a year,
right.
60 days. All right,
And that
year and a
doesn't mean,
half,
again,
90 days.
You don't go home, go to your apartment, your condo, whatever,
No,
and lock yourself
no,
in
you
there.
go out with friends, you have a
Right.
good time and all that stuff, but you don't jump into another,
Right.
relationship per se.
And I'm going to have Walter put up the telephone number so
Yeah.
that you can give us a call because we're live.
And look at that,
And
we're
then-
like past halfway through the show,
I
and
know.
now we're saying
I know.
to call.
Well,
but
'cause I want to see if we hear from some people that have, well, you don't have
Breakups?
to recently have broken up, but if you broke up, how you handled it,
yeah,
if you were the breaker or the breaky.
or the breaky, breaker or the breaky.
You can give us a call at 203-624-8348.
Right?
Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
Okay.
We had one gentleman called us already.
Yes,
this morning.
our seasoned individual.
Seasoned individual.
Yes.
He was a
yes.
little.
He called himself the
you
old
know,
guy, though. But
Yeah, I wonder if he's worrying about dying a little.
well,
bit,
I don't know.
Shouldn't be.
Okay. He's probably a spring chicken pretending to be an
He
old
is.
guy. I think
A
so.
little spring in his step.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
Now, the next step, we went from death to breakups, and now this is to learn the surest way to find the love of your life.
Ooh, the love of your life.
Okay? It doesn't exist. No.
Okay.
All right.
How do I find the love
Okay.
of my
In order
life?
to
Teach me.
In order to find a love for life,
Uh-huh.
you'll need to know what your strongest interests are. Okay?
Hmm.
What really interests you? What do you love to talk about, read about?
Vacationing.
Okay. Read about, do.
Food, eating, going to restaurants. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so that's good.
See, guys, I'm helping you out here.
That's good.
All right.
If you
What
don't
else?
know the answer to those questions, or if the answers are a bunch of minor interests
Yeah.
rather than one major interest,
Yeah,
Forget about finding a mate until you know what your passion is.
Absolutely. I strongly adhere to this because you have to know you. You have to know who you are, what your likes and what your desires are before you invite somebody into your space, into your circle, and try to unite with them, because it's not going to work. If you don't
Right.
know you and what you're about, guess what?
Right.
The other person's not going to know you either.
No.
It's serious. I mean, that's it.
No.